Sorry, y'all. Y'all know my laptop it needs some work. It needs some help, right? So it was like, girl, look, we don't have no more space for this, that, and the other. So I had to go delete some things so I can come back on. So what I was trying to say was, I want to be so deep in y'all's word, my faith, my trust, my everything is so deep in Him, right? That my feelings don't get involved unless the Most High wants them to. Because I'm realizing more and more it's our feelings that get us in trouble the most. Our feelings is the one that gets us in the most trouble because I feel like if we take the feelings out, we can make it make sense. We can make better choices and we can make better decisions. So we need to take the feelings out. Because with our feelings in there, we get all mad, upset, all we get too involved in the feeling part of it versus what did y'all say? What does the word say? Yeah, I'm convinced of that. Yes, he gave us the feelings and they have a purpose. Everything there's a purpose for everything. But we need to know what the purpose is. We need to ask him what are our feelings for? So I want to be so deep in your word that my feelings have like my feelings have no leg to stand on because it's like what does feelings got to say? What does y'all say? What does the word say? That's where I'm headed. That's what I'm trying to work myself towards. Forget what I feel about it. Forget how you feel about it. What does the word say? What does y'all say about all of this? That's all that matters. If it's not righteous, then it doesn't matter. And our feelings can get us in trouble. I mean, complete trouble. Say you're in a relationship with somebody and you fear them, you're so afraid of them. Instead of you giving it to the Most High and allowing the Most High to help you out of that and help you get through that, because everything happens for a reason, right? There is nothing that goes on in this world that just happens because everything has a purpose behind it. So you're in this abusive, scary relationship with this individual because, like, you don't know how to get out. You're so afraid, you just don't know how to get out. How many people have lost their lives because they were so afraid? Feelings. Some feelings. Some feelings. See, if you weren't so afraid, get your feelings out the way, they might be here today. You're at home, you have your children, they're hungry, you have no food at home, so you're gonna go to the store and you're gonna steal something. Yes, I get it. You have your hungry babies at home. Nobody wants to see their children crying because they're hungry. And you're like, they didn't deserve this. They didn't ask to be here. You feel in some type of way. You go to the store, you steal something and you get caught. Feelings. Instead of just giving it to Yah and knowing that he'll provide. But we have to live a certain way for him to provide. That's the thing. And I think that's the problem. People want the help, but they want to be able to live their way, and that's not how it works. Just like somebody living in your house. Can't nobody come live in your house and you just do what they can do what they want and you're gonna still take care of them. You've been and told them to get out and wouldn't care about them get mad about it. You can't come in my house tell me what to do. It's my house. And it's the same with Yah. If we want, if we want His covering, if we want to be under His covering, you just can't be under there just because. You're under the covering because you are following what He tells you. You're following the will for your life that He has for you. The, the laws and commandments. You keeping, you know, I mean, keeping the laws and commandments and allowing Him to lead you. People do this all day with human beings, allowing a person to come and tell them how to live. So you're going to allow some person to tell you what to do. And they don't be having your best interest at heart. I've seen it. I used to break my neck trying to please my dad. My earthly father was something else. And it didn't even matter what I did, but it didn't matter. I would still try. I would still try. I just always wanted his approval. I wanted to please him. I wanted to make him happy with me. I wanted him to love me. And it didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter. So y'all don't do it that way though. You repent. You turn from your wicked ways. You follow the laws and commandments. Allow him to be your guide. I mean, there would be nothing else. I mean, whatever I ask. And here's the thing, I don't ask for anything out of the ordinary. I'm asking for stuff like, I can't say that because certain people be listening to my live and I don't pray for things for myself like I used to, except for I pray for wisdom, discernment, health and strength, stuff like that. But I don't pray for, like, can I have $1 million? I don't pray for stuff like that. I pray that I hear him when he's guiding me, that I'm in my work, that he's pleased. I want him to be pleased with what I'm doing. I want to make sure that what I'm doing is what he's calling me to do. I pray for stuff like that. I still have my moments. I have my moments where I'm in my feelings. See, it's them feelings again. I get in them feelings. Sometimes they take control over how I'm feeling and how I respond and everything. Gotta get in control of these feelings. Keep reading his word. Keep surrounding myself with like-minded people. I mean, yeah. I don't know. I don't know why people feel or think, and I used to feel the same way. So I'm not judging. And I guess it's because of how people rep, they represent it. They put it like this. Someone did this on a sitcom. They're gonna give you a trash can lid. It just took it off. They lived in New York. I think it was a Cosby Show thing. Took the trash can lid off the trash can, but he gonna put a nice big juicy steak on there. Ooh, nice juicy steak. I don't like steak, so I don't. But some people enjoy steak. So you got you a nice big juicy steak. He was like, "What you want on it?" And he's like, "I don't want that." Well, why not? It's a steak. Yeah, but it's on the trash can lid, right? That's how people present the Most High. That's how it looks to me. You can get what you pray for stuff. You can do this. Because a lot of preachers out here got this. Um, oh, what is it called? Where all they want you to pray about is material things. Um, I can't think of it. Just that quick and lost it. But anyway, y'all know what I'm talking about. So you get these preachers out here, they're telling you this, and you having a problem. All you gotta do is pray and blah blah blah. But they make it seem like being a part of the kingdom is not fun. It's not fun. You can't do this, you can't do that, you can't do this, you can't do that. But why would you want to do it? You know, the Most High doesn't say that we can't drink. He made wine. He doesn't mind that we drink. He minds that we get drunk. He wants us to keep our wits about us. I'm not saying don't have a drink. Have a drink, but don't be out here drunk. What do you need to be drunk for? How do you enjoy the drunk? Um, he doesn't want us smoking because he doesn't want us messing up our temple, right? He doesn't want us to anything to harm us. He doesn't want us to smoke, no. But just like I mentioned the other day, the green just grows. Somebody realized that you could do something else, so people smoke it. This is educational purposes only. So most people smoke it, but like my pastor said, it's nowhere in the Bible that says no. But eat it, preferably eat it. It's a herb. Eat it, because when I was a kid, that's what they called it. Do you want some herb? So I literally thought they were talking about like the parsley and stuff like that. That's what I thought that was. I didn't know. But yeah, it's an actual herb. So um in the way that he wants us to live a clean, healthy life, why would that be bad? I enjoy life, right? And I would do anything to anyone that was trying to end my life for real. Because I want to live, right? Don't you? Somebody try to do something to you, you're gonna do whatever it takes to stop them from trying to end your life. He's like, enjoy it. But there's a way to enjoy it. There are rules to this. And his rules are simple. They're simple. Now, this life is not an easy, smooth sailing road. No, 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 it's not. Definitely not. But, I mean, life is going to be life in any way. You might as well have some covering, some protection. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we have to be out of here on the 27th. This is her last weekend where she has to be incarcerated. And I have no idea where we're going or what's happening. All praises to the Most High, yeah. All praises. All praises. Because I know I am his faithful servant. So I expect, like I said, go pick my things up and we're going to move right on. The Most High has my back, and I'm not concerning myself with it. Just like when I when I when I got my eviction notice when I first started doing these videos, and y'all could see the progress. Now, mind you, the progress got me here, but everything happens for a reason. So here has gotten me to another step in life. Like really, and my elevation in thinking is awesome. The way I see things now is beautiful. It's just beautiful, like it really is. And again, I have my moments, but I'm getting so much better with the moments. Because, like I said, those moments, they used to last me months, where I would just be in a funk for months. And so now it's gotten down to a couple of days where I can finally, you know, hear myself enough to talk myself out of that depression, that whatever that is that the enemy tries to hold you into. Finding Pastor Kofi was the best thing that's ever happened to me. And it was, I said this, I told the story several times. I'll never forget how I found him. And I was like, oh, I like this. And then I'm scrolling and saw this woman, and I was like, oh my gosh, she is so pretty. And she just in her car and she's just talking, and I just was mesmerized. I was like, oh my gosh, she is so pretty. It was almost like there was a light around her, right? And then all of a sudden I find out that's his wife. That's Pastor Kofi's wife. I'm like, and look at that. I'm like, oh, that is so wild. So I've been really drawn to both of them. So I cannot wait to physically get to hug their neck, shake their hand. Yeah, absolutely. Pastor Kofi's been sent to teach truth. He teaches it in a way that you'll be like, oh my gosh, if only I would have did my own research. If only, right? If only. It'd be just the simple things. And then you just be, they just been lying all this time. And it's like, wait, they know it's a lie though. Like they know they lying. Because at one time I used to think, now once I learned the truth, I started thinking, well, maybe some people really just don't know. And I believe that there are some people that just don't know because back in the day, people of this color, it was illegal to learn to read, for them to read, right? So they had to go by what somebody taught them. So someone probably taught that. So that part I kind of got like, okay, I get it. They were taught this, so they started teaching it, and they didn't think they were doing anything wrong. They didn't know any better. That I get. I absolutely get that. But then there are those that actually know that they're lying. You are lying to lots and lots and lots and lots of people. You're deceiving so many. Um, um, a massive amount of people have been deceived by some people that knew they were lying, and they purposely were doing it. How do you sleep at night? And even, and this is the thing that's so crazy to me, because I think to myself, okay, so you know the truth, yet you choose to deceive people. But you can't really know the truth because in the Bible there's it says that for people that like you, I got a special place for y'all. So you are willingly lying, deceiving people, knowing that there's a special place that the Most High has put just for y'all, and you still do it. Oh no, that's interesting. You, mm, yeah, no, that's crazy. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. It's like there is. There are people that are lying on purpose. So you mean to tell me having your riches now just so that you can showboat for people is more important than your eternal life? That's deep. That's really deep. When you really think about that, that is really deep. I don't know. But anyway, I will keep everyone updated because there's always something going on over here. I rarely get um, anything in the chat, but feel free to say something